What's up everyone, I'm Dylan, and welcome to the second episode of OCD Guitar Reviews. In last week's episode, we were absolutely shitting on Fender guitars. I ordered a guitar from their mod shop, and it was absolutely terrible. But in today's episode, we're going to be singing Fender's praises by reviewing this Charvel Joe Duplantier Telecaster. As you're probably aware, Charvel guitars are made by Fender nowadays. And this is the best guitar I've ever played. And believe it or not, it only cost me about $500 to purchase it. It's absolutely stacked in terms of features, and we're going to be getting into all those today. So stay tuned. So first thing we're going to talk about is this headstock, which has a matching finish with the body, which is certainly a striking aesthetic appointment. Perhaps more importantly, we have these locking tuners on the back that have rock solid tuning stability. I kid you not when I tell you this. I recorded the last song with my band about a month ago, and I have not tuned this guitar since then. Now give this a listen. It still sounds perfectly in tune. And perhaps an even more striking omission is this. I've only changed the strings once on this guitar. And I've recorded the entirety of my band's discography on it, and it still sounds incredible. I don't recommend trying this at home, but just a testament to how great this guitar sounds. So the next thing we're going to talk about is the neck. And one thing I love about the neck is that the fretboard has no inlays. This thing looks friggin' sleek and stealthy. Now as for the neck itself, it's made out of mahogany, which if you're used to playing maple necks, it might feel a little weird. It's a rougher, more open pore feel. Feels like the guitar is fighting you a little bit while you're playing it, which is cool, especially if you're playing metal, because you want to fight the guitar and it fights you back a little bit, but it might not be everyone's cup of tea. The last thing worth noting about the neck is that the truss rod adjustment is done right here rather than up here. You don't need to unscrew any little plates or do anything funny like that. You can make quick adjustments right here, which is absolutely amazing. So now we're going to talk about the body a little bit. As would probably be expected with a guitar in this price range, we have a bolt-on neck right here. We also have these Seymour Duncan design pickups, which believe it or not, they sound incredible. They sound really fat and chunky, so give this a listen, guys. Absolutely perfect for metal, if you ask me. One of my favorite features of the body is the control layout. So we have pickup selector switch right here. That's removed from the area where your picking hand would normally be, which is especially important for metal. And we've migrated our volume knob to all the way back here. We only have one single control. That's all you need for metal, guys. Last thing worth noting is we have this tune-o-matic bridge, which is probably contributing in its own right to the tuning stability. And it feels great under the palm of your hand. Of course, no discussion of this guitar would be complete without giving the neck pickup a try. And honest to goodness, I love this neck pickup just as much as I love the bridge pickup. It has a wonderful smoky sound to it. So of course, no episode of OCD Guitar Reviews would be complete without a discussion of some minor imperfections. So we have some strange discoloration on the headstock right here, as well as right here. It almost looks like someone was chewing a piece of gum and got it stuck to the headstock here. It's quite bizarre, to be completely honest. We also have a little indentation near the bridge right here. I'm going to pull up some pictures so everyone could get a closer look. Another thing that might not be everyone's cup of tea is we have this satin finish. And to be completely honest, it feels a little cheap. It's also worth noting that this guitar will cost you about $700 today. So I certainly scored a good deal back in the day, prior to inflation, picking this little bugger up for $500. It was a steal. Although I'd still say it's worth the $700 nowadays, especially in terms of its playability. Another thing worth noting is that stock this guitar comes with 9 to 42 strings, which is certainly not enough tension for a metal player like myself that really likes to dig in. So I switched those out for 10 to 46s and it feels just right. But all in all, This guitar is absolutely incredible. I highly recommend going out there and picking one of these up.